Oh gosh, look at this. Look at this again. There's like no end to the amount of snow that we're getting here. That's what I hate right there. When you open the door and all the snow comes in. But anyway guys, what is up? It's Dose of J back again with another video for you guys. And by the title of this video, you guys already know what's up. Today, we're gonna mix it up a little bit. I'm just gonna do a little how-to on how to drive manual, which I'm pretty sure everybody that's watching this so far probably already knows how to drive it, but I figured I'll just make a little fun video on, you know, how I do it. Everybody has their own different style of how they drive manual, transmission and all that, so I figured we'll just make a short little video of just how to drive manual, just in case if people are watching and they're kind of scared to get one, or hey, they're not so sure on how to drive one. Stay tuned to this video, because then I will teach you how to drive with 3 pedals. Well, we do a nice cold start, boys. Ooh! Ooh! Alright guys, so check it out. We're in a little neighborhood right now. We got a nice open road here. But yeah, definitely start out in a big open space, like a parking lot of, like, I don't know, a superstore or mall or some place that's wide. That way you can practice, you know, getting up to at least like 2nd, 3rd gear at least. The reason I'm not in an open parking lot right now is because, well, I already know how to drive it, so obviously I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, just for the sake of this video, I'm just pretty much I'm not going into fine details, but just, you know, the basics on what you need to know. First off, I'm gonna shut the car off, just so that people that don't know how to turn on a manual car could know. So I mean, it's pretty straightforward. In an automatic car, you press the brake and then you start it. For a manual car, at least for mine anyway, but majority of manual cars, you need to, of course, just put the key in, then you push the clutch in. That one right there. So you got your 3 pedals, you got the clutch, the brake, and of course the gas. So of course you're gonna hold down the clutch, and then you're gonna go ahead, turn it on, and boom. But yeah, let's just go through this real quick. So remember, the far left is the clutch, the one in the middle is the brake, and then of course the one on the far right side, that's your gas. So just remember that: gas, brake, clutch. Pretty simple. So of course the next thing you're gonna have to know is obviously the shifter. You have 1st gear, 2nd gear, 3rd, 4th, 5th, reverse. Some cars have 6 gears and some have 5. But yeah, it doesn't really matter. It's the same concept for both. Do keep in mind that when you're driving, your left foot is the only foot you're gonna be using for the clutch, and for the brake and the gas, obviously you're using your regular right foot. So just remember that. You're gonna have to get used to using your left foot to drive now. So I just turned off the car for a little second, just so that we can go over this. Okay, so clearly you can see all your gears: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, reverse. Now, reverse may vary. It could be somewhere else. Like on a 6-speed, it'll be over here up, it could be over here down, it could be on this side up, it could be over here down. Every car has a different reverse spot. Not every car has the same reverse spot, so just keep that in mind. And everything is right on the shifter, so if you do feel lost, you can just look right here and it'll tell you pretty much everything. All right, so pretty much you just want to get used to the whole shifter and just going into the different gears. So just practice just rolling into different gears. So obviously 1st gear, this is your neutral. If you can just wobble it back and forth like this, you're in neutral, which is right in the center here. If you want to go into 1st gear, like it says there, you want to go over to the left and up. Over to the left and up. 2nd is straight down from there. 3rd is just, you go in neutral, straight up. That's 3rd, back into the center, neutral. 4th is obviously straight down. And so on and so forth. And pretty much, you know, yeah, 5th there. And of course, reverse. To get into reverse, you want to, of course, clutch in and boom, into reverse. But yeah, just practice going into 1st gear. You know, just run through the gears: 1st, 2nd, you know, 3rd, 4th. Now remember, as I said guys, we're only going through the basics. I'm not teaching no rev matching or any of the, you know, extra stuff or heel towing and stuff like that. We're just gonna be doing just the basic stuff. You guys don't need to learn that stuff just yet. All you guys need to learn is just the basic, just how to get the car going and how to get the car to stop. clearly. All right, so let's focus on getting into first gear. And remember to put the e-brake down. To get into first, obviously you're gonna push the clutch down. So you have the clutch right on there, you push it down, and then you switch over to the left and up into first. And now what you're slowly gonna do is slowly let off the clutch until you feel the grabbing point. And when you feel the grabbing point, the car should pull forward like what it is doing right now. Right now, it's pulling forward. So when you do that, then you slowly release off the clutch, and then you can go ahead and gas like normal. Let's go ahead and try it again. And when you're stopping, clutch in and then into neutral, blah, blah, blah. Another thing too is when you're releasing the clutch, try and find where that engaging point is. Every car is different. Some has it low, some has it in the middle, and some cars just have it like literally right near the very top. But yeah, let's try it again. So of course, clutch in, over to the left and up, and I'll just slowly let off the clutch, and eventually you'll start to move. And when you start moving, you can just let off the clutch, and boom, you can start gassing. And then if you want to switch into second gear, you clutch in and then go straight down to second and back on the gas. Pretty simple, pretty easy. If I were you and you're new to learning manual, just practice going into first gear, because that's pretty much the hardest thing. You don't really need to know how to get into, you know, second, third, fourth, fifth. That's all pretty much easy. Once you get the car rolling, it's pretty straightforward. You're just doing clutch in, shift, clutch out. The funny thing is too, a lot of people say you have to go ahead and gas the car in order for it to move. That's not the case. Especially in today's cars, you don't really have to press the gas. Just release off the clutch, and when you come off the clutch, the car should pull on its own. It has enough power to, should have enough power to move on its own. After doing that, it's just all easy from there. All straightforward. You're pretty much doing the same thing, going into second, third, fourth. You're gonna clutch in, you're gonna go into first, you get up to speed, and of course you're gonna clutch in again, and go into second. Same thing pretty much. We're gonna practice stopping now. So now that you got like a little bit comfortable with getting into first gear, second gear and such, now you need to learn how to stop your car. Now there's two ways to doing this, which is of course going into neutral and braking all the way to a stop, or once you get good, kid, your downshift, which is way more fun and more like, you know, show-offy. But you know, you can choose between the two. Big argument for some reason, like some people prefer to go into neutral and just brake all the way, and some people just like to downshift all the way down. They both have their pros and cons, but yeah, you can just figure out which one works best for you. I think it's good to do both, but I mean, whatever. All right, so right now I'm in first gear, and there's gonna be a stop sign up there, but I'm gonna stop first before that. So right now I'm gonna go into second, clutch in, and then second, go up. Now if you want to stop, you push the clutch in and go into neutral and brake until you come to a complete stop. Or what you can also do is downshift, which is third gear. If you want to come down to a stop and downshift, you go clutch in, into second, and then of course clutch in and just go into neutral. I wouldn't say downshift into one, because that doesn't make really any sense, unless it's like a light that just turned green. Then of course just go from second straight into one, or you can just stay into second and just go and just keep going. But yeah, that's pretty much downshifting. Downshifting is pretty much reverse way of how you're getting up to speed. So usually how you go up to speed is going from first to second, third, and all that. Downshiffting is just the opposite way. So from 4 to 3, 2, you get the gist of it. Downshifting is good because if you are on the road and you're driving, and let's say an accident is in front of you or something has to happen where you have to make a quick maneuver, it's easier for you to just downshift so that you're still, you know, in the rhythm and in the gear in order to move and get out of the way safely. Whereas to which, if you're just coasting in neutral, then you can't really drive out of the way because you're in neutral. So even if you gas it, you're not moving anywhere. So you pretty much get the point. That's pretty much the basics of what you need to drive manual. It's not really hard to do, It's super easy. Another quick tip, if I can help anybody too, is that when you're driving, when should you shift? And that's pretty simple. So usually you're gonna shift between 2500 or you're gonna shift at 3000. So anywhere between 2500 to 3000, that's where you want to shift into the next gear. You don't even have to look at that either. You can just listen by the sound of your engine. The more you drive is the more better you're gonna get. So of course you can hear it by the engine. All right, so here I am. I'm going off in first gear right now. And if I just keep going and don't shift gears, you can hear the engine get higher and higher, right? And as you hear that, that's like telling you, hey, shift gears, you're above 3000. And then you see when you shift, it'll go back down. Now, come close. If there's anything I can tell you guys, is this. Once you do start to get a manual transmission, once you do learn how to drive a manual transmission, you will never, ever go back to an automatic transmission again, unless you have like a whole family. Other than that, I'm telling you, it changes your life. But yeah, you guys should let me know what I should do next. Should I make this a series? Should I go over some other stuff? Should I make another video on how to like rev match, do hill starts and stuff like that, just to, you know, for the sake of it? I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. If I did miss anything, which I'm sure I possibly could have missed some stuff, drop it in the comments down below so that when people are coming to watch this video that need to learn how to drive manual, like, they can have some extra advice there that I might have missed. Of course, I'm not like an expert, so don't look at me as like some manual transmission like god or something like that. I am not. Before you guys start to comment, you know, oh, you missed teaching about reverse. Reverse is literally the same exact thing as getting into first gear. You're gonna clutch in, go into reverse, and then you're gonna slowly, of course, release the clutch. Obviously have the e-brake down, obviously, but you get what I mean. You pretty much clutch in, go into reverse, and then just slowly let it out. Slowly, 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 and the car will start to go backwards. And of course you want to have your foot on the brake too, so that you can pause yourself too. That way you don't just go flying backwards. But yeah, pretty much the exact same thing as going into first gear. If you guys do enjoy the videos, please be sure to smash that subscribe button and hit that like button just to show you guys support the channel. Go out there and learn how to drive manual. It ain't hard. It ain't hard, okay? People, you can learn this in like an hour or 2 or 3. You can learn it in a couple days. It does not take you a long time to learn how to drive this thing. It's super easy. Now, you will stall. Don't get me wrong. You will stall. But installing is a part of the process. It happens to the best of us. But you'll get better. But anyway, guys, I'm out of here. I am Dose of J, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, stay humble, and stay blessed. Peace. Oh yeah, before you get